How to manage a property from a distance. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, then you won't miss any of these great informative videos that I'm putting out. The first thing I would say is, typically, I would advise everybody to try and rent in your locality. And what I mean by locality is 20 to 25 miles from home. The majority of my properties are within a 20-mile radius of where I live. Yes, we do have some further afield, but the only reason we got those is because they were a blinding deal. They were really good. So if you've got a great deal, then do it. If you live in London or the south or somewhere where it's prohibitively expensive, and then you want to build a portfolio in the Midlands or in the north, then that's fine. I wouldn't say not to do that. But if you live in an area where there are, reasonably priced properties, then I would always recommend staying in that area. But if you can't, then that's, totally get it. So, if you can't, what should you do? Okay, so if you can manage it, then I would always try and manage it from afar, okay? If you can't, then I would use an agent. Now, I'll expand a little bit on that. We've got a tenant, for example, that lives in Kettering, okay? Now, that tenant is very, very good. They've never missed a payment. They've never given us any problems with the property. Every time we've been to the property, it has been in perfect condition. We've had no problems with them at all. We don't get any maintenance issues. And what I mean by maintenance is, yes, of course, we're going to rectify maintenance issues if a boiler breaks, but you'd be surprised how many people call us because the sink's blocked, okay? The sink's blocked with something that they've done. One tenant, we had constantly poured oil, emptied the chip pan down the sink. So what happened was, the drains all blocked up. Now, I don't think that we should repair that because it's the tenant's fault. Everybody knows you shouldn't pour oil down the sink. But anyway, so what I'm basically saying is that this particular property, these people in Kettering, they give us no problems at all. They're very sensible, they look after the property, absolutely no problem. So in that example, I wouldn't give that to an agent, because what's the point of giving it to an agent and giving away 10, 12, 15% of the rent when I know I'm never going to hear from them and there's going to be no problems? Now, on the odd occasion where there's been a problem with a boiler, we've called a local boiler man, gas engineer in the area, and they've gone and fixed it. So that's the way that we manage a property once it's up and running. Now, if you're managing a property to refurb it, then that's a total different video and that's a total different question. But managing properties afar, then that's the way I would do it. Now, if you've got tenants that give you, they're fairly high maintenance, they're on the phone and they're asking questions, then I would recommend using an agent in the area and just try and negotiate the price down a little bit, the fact that you're not there, okay? And if you're going to buy afar, it makes sense to buy more than one in the same area. So if you are using an agent, then why don't you buy 2, 3, 4, 5 properties in that area, and then you can let the agent look after all of them, okay? But I would always recommend try and do as much of this yourself, because remember, it's a balance between having hassle, aggravation and money. And if you can get that balance right, where you've got less aggravation but a higher profit, then that's what we all want. So personally, I always try and do it in-house. If we can't, then we'll let it to an agent. Okay, so I hope that's been useful, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next video.